Guys, you may be surprised to know that great insurance is available for a surprisingly great rate today. You know what else is surprisingly great? Being you. Being yourself and living in the skin that you are. As long as that skin isn't toxic and rancid and, just set on destroying the world. Meeting new people who might inspire you. Like, an old friend from high school or your mother that you haven't spoken to in a year or so. Having conversations with old friends, having cocktails with old friends. All of that stuff is great and surprising. And with State Farm, you can get surprisingly great rates on your car insurance. You don't even need to have a special connection on the inside or VIP friendship or a mom. You can get these awesome rates just for being yourself. Feels like you're getting the special treatment that you deserve these days. Again, if you're not a terrible person. And State Farm is not just another insurance company. They've got the coverage that meets your needs for a price that fits your wallet. Because what? They're like a good namer. State Farm's there. Let's get to the show. Well, welcome back to the show, Blacks, Browns, Allies, and Haters. I am Jo Marie Payton. I feel like I was Jo Marie Payton last week, but I don't.
It doesn't matter. She's still an icon.
Of course.
I am, Candace Parker, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
I know who that is.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would think you would, as, ESPN's top employee, but...
They wish. We've discussed this.
Right, the girls don't
It's not in the budget. It's just,
right.
It's never going... They can only aspire.
Right.
But let's just get the show started this week with a little bit of Black Excellence. Speaking of the sport... this week's Black Excellence goes to brothers happy and footballing and they're colored. New York Jets defense brothers, Quincy and Quinnen Williams. They made history in the New York Jets' latest win when they became the first and only brothers to get recorded sacks in the same game on the same team.
Wow, what a very specific stat.
Isn't that fun and nice?
It's already crazy enough that they're on the same team. That's already wild enough, honestly.
Well, they grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, okay? And after high school, they went their separate ways to go be National Football League superstar champions and badasses. Okay. And as they did. And so Quinnen, I believe, has been playing with the Jets for a while. He was drafted in 2019, number 3 overall. And Quincy was playing for the Jaguars for some time. They let him go after 2 seasons, and the New York Jets swooped in like a jet.
Please. Please. Good one.
It's how I'm pleased with myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they came in and were like, hey, your younger brother plays for us. You guys are iconic. Come and join the winning team. And so they did. And so they had an overtime victory against the Tennessee Titans, 24-27. And yeah, they both recorded sacks in the game, which is the first ever for brothers on the same team, according to BecauseOfThem.com and the NFL and sportsmanship.
Good for them. I'm sure they mama or whoever is extremely proud.
Well, here's a photograph of them embracing their grandma, Or their Mima, as we like to say here.
Oh my God. No, that is the sweetest shit I've ever seen. Are you kidding?
Their grandma raised them after their mom passed away.
Oh my God.
And so she was there to give them huggies.
Oh.
I mean, hugs, not pampers. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we knew what you meant, but that's so sweet. I love that.
And I like the colors of the New York Jets. Very simple. And very green.
Classic green and white. Yeah. It's hard to find fault with. Good for them.
And also I will say honor to Colin Powell, who just passed away. First Black person to be Secretary of State.
Yes.
And so that means something to Blackness. And so we have that.
Yes, that is a true statement about Colin Powell. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just almost...
You choked, yeah.
A little bit. Was not...
It hadn't, like, I know that it had not, because I'm looking, I know it had nothing to do. It wasn't shame.
Right.
It was just ill-timed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I'll be talking about Colin Powell a little bit later on.
Yeah, you will.
But
you will indeed.
But
yeah, you will.
That is a thing that happened.
It is a thing that happened. So there you have it.
It is, and it did. Mm.
Okay, so this week in our pop culture segment, we in the car, we fuck slow, we doing things that the queens don't do. Come in my hair and down my back. Then he looking from my pussy to my crack. Yeah. He topping at the let out spot. Mink bucket seats on his car.
Oh my God.
That's all I could come with on the walk over here. It's been
that was more than enough. I wasn't expecting that nasty ass remix to Danny Kane, I tell you that.
I think I'm done making remix songs.
Do you? You love to do stuff and you do it for a while and then you get over it. Yeah. And then you're like, going back to the regular.
Otherwise, you just tell the same terrible joke all the time.
I mean, no, they're just consistently, filthy, but they are great. They are great.
Well, Megan Thee Stallion is the latest rap phenom to join the fast food marketing limited edition food item spectacular extravaganza.
Okay. Yep. That was a lot of words.
She has a new partnership with Popeyes because duh. Mm-hmm. Where else?
True, match made in heaven.
I mean, clearly. And so she gave us a little confusing but festive and bright ad where we're introduced to what is called the hottie sauce. Popeyes and Megan's new special edition sweet and bold sauce. A sweet and bold sauce with a hint of spice. Megan Thee Stallion's hottie sauce.
Okay.
It is apparently a mix of honey, cider vinegar, and Aleppo peppers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And it's very red. It gives me like pickled egg juice, like the water that inside the the hot sausage jar. Like it gives me like that bright red. Yeah. So I was like,
Aleppo
yum.
Or the sauce. It's
the sauce. I don't know what an Aleppo is. It sounds like something in Pokemon. It sounds like something that you played the last one where you make the curries.
Oh, I did not. I've never made a curry.
You didn't play.
I didn't get that far on the Pokemon, the other game. What is that game? It was very different.
The last one.
Yeah, I bought it. I have it, but I didn't.
Sword and Shield. Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, no.
Sword and Shield. You can cook for them.
I was not making curries for them niggas.
Ooh, sidebar. Animal Crossing is almost back. They're getting a new update. Did you hear? You can cook now.
I follow Animal Crossing on Twitter, actually. So I saw this news.
Well, of course you
did. Of course I do.
Yeah. I mean, you got into what is that fucking, that creepy ass stock market for what is it?
Oh,
bell
yeah,
peppers?
the turnip.
I don't even remember. I haven't played that shit forever. Yes.
The turnip market, the turnip exchange or whatever they call it.
Whatever that shit turnips. Is. Yeah. Niggas take that game very seriously.
I made a lot of money on the turnips on whatever they call it.
But there was
exchange or whatever.
Oh, it's a new update coming to the game, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I haven't played Animal Crossing in forever. What could it possibly be? And they're like, oh yeah, you can like grow crops, harvest, and then cook.
Amen.
And then show off a bunch of different dishes. That's sold. Anyways.
Yeah, just in time for the winter when I'm going to be at home anyway. So,
yeah.
Good job, you guys.
Perfect. So I believe the Hottie Mix hot sauce is out today, October 19th, and moving forward. So if you want to go and get some, I guess, good luck with that. Also, there's limited edition merch. Because, of course, there is. I feel like Sweetie had merch. The girls be having merch.
Mm-hmm. For McDonald's? I mean, I guess. The licensing would seem... Well, I mean, like with the official logo of the business and everything on it.
Well...
You know what?
I don't see the Popeyes logo.
I was going to say, yeah, maybe that's a bridge too far, but let me see.
It's called The Heat, this collection, and it includes a long sleeve shirt, crop tops, an orange bikini with flames on the tits, tumblers, hats, and dog toys. And if you think I'm not getting
I know you are.
a chicken tender Popeyes Megan Thee Stallion dog toy, you are chopped. Bitch, I'm absolutely getting it. This is absurd. Love it. And it's actually kind of like some of this stuff is cute. I mean, it's still Popeyes clothes, so, do with that what you will. But like, it's cute. It's not ugly. It's nicely designed.
Oh, yes. The Heat. I see. Mm-hmm. And apparently you can get this sauce as like a side or on top of the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I choose a side. I'd like to do, what I want to do with it. I
want to control how much is on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is just such a perfect partnership. Honestly, I guess the Sweetie and McDonald's one was too, because we all believe that she eats McDonald's
every week. Yes.
So,
absolutely.
But this is just, Megan is just country and look like she grew up eating Popeyes, and Popeyes is just, so niggerish.
I know she'd be like
beloved Negro favorites
on her tour bus or something and see a Popeyes in one of these motherfucking, like the rest stops or something, and it's like, oh, and then the bus swerves like in the Spice Girls movie. Apparently more impressive and nice, Megan is also a franchise owner of Popeyes as well now.
Oh yeah,
she's going to be, along with Popeyes, making 6-figure donation to Houston Random Acts of Kindness, which is a nonprofit for improving the welfare of the Houston community. So good for you, girl. And I can't wait to try this hot sauce because I like hot sauce and I love food. So,
right. I already do like Popeyes, so this is it's gonna work just fine for me.
And and that's what I was like hoping for. When I was talking about the Sweetie meal, that's what I was like. I would have liked for them to be like, here is Sweetie's specific limited edition. We threw a little something in there, a little nutmeg, a little paprika, a little turmeric, a little something, and made it something that you won't get otherwise. Now we just rename the same damn sweet and sour sauce. You know what I mean? Okay, that's not. I don't mean to shit on it. Get all of the meals.
I mean, even though that name was cute, but yeah,
it's still cute. But like, girl, you could have put something. You could have made a different sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, this is more personal. Like, I think for some reason, I just feel like the brands align better. Just because I just feel like Popeyes is perfect for Megan. But other than that, it's also like, here is a sauce that you would not get otherwise.
Yes.
Not here's Megan's favorite order at Popeyes.
Yes. That's what the girls are doing. Because Travis Scott did the same thing where it was like, oh, the Travis Scott meal, a Big Mac and nuggets and a Sprite.
Right. Like,
so like my cousin's
80 million
meal,
other niggas'
right,
meal,
like, who
right.
the fuck, what is so...
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess you could also get
spending
like
money on new products.
A Cactus Jack tank top with your order and whatever. Okay. So the girls are getting checks. Good for them. Mm-hmm. That's exciting. Again, this commercial was like the quickest fever dream. It like so much. I'm looking for like an extended edition or something. And I couldn't find it. I found a mukbang. On a Megan Thee Stallion mukbang where she eats.
I saw that too, but I could not watch that because I do not like to listen to people chew.
Let's
not understand why y'all love them videos. It's so gross.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, it's so gross.
I don't want to yuck your yum. I don't want to like shame anyone because Lord knows y'all will thesis me to death. But I just like I've never understood. Like I don't. What do y'all be doing? Do y'all like go and get the same thing and then you eat it too and then it's like y'all are having dinner with them? Because if that's the vibe, then maybe I get it. But like I've always wondered what the fascination is just kicking back and watching somebody eat. And then they always be eating something that you need to unlock and unhook your jaws in order to consume. It always has to be something that you look like a fucking anaconda when you eat it. It can't just be little
swallowing it whole.
Right. It's always eating like a live sheep.
Yeah, you have to unhinge your whole jaw to make it work. Exactly. I don't get what it is about them videos either. I think maybe it's just certain people enjoy that sound of others chewing and swallowing. And that's why y'all like, that y'all want to watch people eat stuff that's like crunchy or whatever else. But the sounds of other people digesting their food has never been attractive to me. I can't fathom sitting there and watching niggas eat for the purpose of
just to do it. You know what I mean?
Not like they're eating and talking about something. We're sitting here listening to their mouth noises as they chew this food. No, thank you.
Your nigga that doesn't have any home training that you're with anyway, like when y'all go down to the Red Lobster or whatever, all bets are off. Like that's your nigga, you're sticking beside him. Fine. Right. You know what I mean? Because like what other choice do you have? Y'all are at dinner. But like... Right. Googling and looking up some for the express intention to
it's not for me.
I just don't understand. Not for your girl. But I also don't understand Dr. Pimple Popper, and that motherfucker must be like whoever's behind that must be wealthy as fuck, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure she is at this point. Some people I think it's the same rationale. I mean, she is actually a doctor. Yes. So there's she was going to be rich anyway, but I think it's the same thing. Some people like watching gross stuff. They want to see what's inside this giant lump on the back of your neck. Is it
ew? See, even the thought.
Does it have bones? What color is it? They want to know. I don't share that same curiosity. Just like I don't need to know what niggas sound like when they swallow chicken. I don't.
Well, some of y'all smell it and taste it anyway. So we've already discussed this. Some of y'all just.
We don't have to do that no more. I never want to.
I'm not here to smell
and taste again, and I never want y'all to tag me in another smell and taste anything for the rest of my life. Please, it's so disgusting. I know, and it's like, do y'all remember that I like almost threw up when that happened to me the first time?
Literally, both almost died.
So disgusted by that. Please, please, no more of that nasty.
What be wrong with y'all? So okay, another rap dime diva with a big fun new thing in their life is Eve. And we're not talking about her new TV show. We're talking about her new bundle of baby joy. Eve is pregnant with her very first child ever.
Wow, go off.
She and her white British man are having a baby that is due in February. Ooh, 22022. That's fun.
If the baby actually comes on that day, then yeah, your birthday will be 2/2/22. But good for her. Good for. I'm happy for Eve. If she's happy, then all the best to her. But when you said her name, I definitely thought you was gonna talk about that new ABC show.
Oh no, has that started yet?
I don't think so. I think it starts next week.
I feel like it's about to start or something like that. I haven't.
What is it called? Queens. Yeah.
Queens.
Which
I've only seen like the trailer for it, and it was interesting because
oh, I didn't know it was a musical.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
It
giving
starts
like Star
today, October 19th.
Well, would you look at that?
Look at that! Oh, I did not know it was a musical. Oh, it's going on the DVR.
You are the worst because it's going on the DVR with the whole desire and intention to hate watch it for you to laugh. Like you're going to watch it because now that you know it's a music, you're like, oh, this is going to be trash. Like that's what your mind is like. That's how you feel about it.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong. So I don't know Nadine Velasquez. I don't know if that's an actress or an artist or both, but
yeah, I don't want to count her out. I don't know who she is.
Eve and Naturi Naughton and Brandy making music together.
All rapping.
They're
all rappers. Yeah.
Please, not little Brandy P. What she call her? What's her rap name?
Oh, B
Rocka.
No, that's not it.
It is B Rocka.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. See, I was like, how you gonna do me?
Anyway, so Eve's having a baby with this man named Maximilian, and that's his name.
Yeah, I mean he's white, so that makes sense.
And it's spelled million like
dollars.
The quantity, like not like Maximilian is because typically isn't it like MAXI and then million like Christine.
I think so. I think that's like, yeah, there's like a Roman emperor named Maximilian, like Christina Milian.
No, typically I don't take myself down, but I liked that one.
Not me Googling Maximilian and him being the first one to come up.
Every time I think of Eve's husband, I think of Goofy's son because they have the same name.
Oh, Max.
Yeah, Maximilian.
Okay. Oh, he posted a picture of Eve. Look at her.
I mean, yeah, he
sweet.
should. Look at your fucking gorgeous ass wife.
Oh yeah,
fucking gorgeous
brown and white hand on her belly.
We're gonna get to that. So, she posted a picture of herself in a cute outfit, with her belly, and she's glowing, obviously, and she looks really pretty. And women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the time that Chris Rock, I think it was Chris Rock, did like a documentary about hair, or about like black hair or something like that?
How could I forget? Yes, It was Chris Rock.
I want to do something like that, but good. And I want to do it where it's like, I want to do that, but like pregnancy.
Okay. So like good pregnancy?
No, I want to I'm just fascinated by the things that you have to fucking deal. And I know it is broken record shit. I have talked about how blown away I am by making and growing, not even making, but just like growing and delivering a person is insane to me. And there are so many unspoken details that sound like, bitch, I was outside pacing, waiting for them to open the door because I'm bloated as fuck because I stuffed a whole bunch of food in my mouth before I came over here because I forgot to eat. And so I was outside like, oh, I'm dying. I'm so bloated or whatever. And like, y'all really just be out here swole for like months. And your organs are just everywhere else. and this person is kicking you. You have to just keep going to the bathroom because they just are tap dancing on your bladder and then everything else. And then you hurt. Anyway.
There's a lot going on. You're right.
I just want to speak to more of y'all. I really do. I feel like there's just... You don't have to keep quiet. You don't have to just... We can talk about this.
Please.
It is a lot. So yeah, she posted this picture. She looks cute. And then on the second slide is the belly up close with her hand and then her husband's hand on the belly. But the way that it's shot, it looks like both of her hands holding her belly. So then I was like, oh, goodness, this is what happens when you spend too much time around white people.
Oh my God. I hate you.
I was just confused.
I mean, the nails and everything, though.
It's just like, how?
But it is
where is he?
It is. He's behind her. Like
I guess
she took the picture. She took the picture with her left hand.
Oh, I see.
And he's behind her, right?
I see. Body.
Right. So then she just made sure the angle was right. And
the fact that it took you literally saying this to me for me to see.
I mean, I have a lot of friends who have been pregnant, so maybe I just pick up on it faster. But
is this a typical?
I really am happy for Eve. She and this man have been married for so long that I believe they really are in love with each other. Like,
yeah.
I guess at first I was just like, oh yeah, you married a rich white man. Who wouldn't? But y'all been together for so long that now I feel like the feelings are real.
And this man already has 4 other kids that are practically grown.
Right. That means y'all really wanted to have one. Like, Eve really wanted to have one. And, like, clearly you was on the same page about it because, wow. I can't imagine being that close to being done with raising kids and then you pop out another one. And y'all be... So many of y'all...
I mean, but he's a man and he's wealthy. So, like, take care of what?
Right. What does he really have to worry about?
You know what I mean?
Probably not. Right. Paying the nannies. That's probably going to be his biggest issue. But
probably just like when the baby asked to put in the code so that they could, stream another movie or whatever on Prime. Yeah. That's it. 4 kids: Lotus, Jagger, Cash, and Minnie.
Oh, wow.
Who are 19, 17, 15, and 13.
Oh, no, y'all really was done. Wow.
They were.
That's like my mama.
Finished.
My parents had my youngest brother when I was like 2 months away from turning 14. Crazy to your girl. But you know what? If y'all like it, I love it. And I'm endlessly thrilled for you. Congratulations.
This is what the fuck I want to see talking about sitcoms. I want to see the show about Eve being a stepmama to 4 grown white British babies.
I was going to say.
And having to motherfucking throw out their goddamn tomato and bean blood breakfast and show them how to make cheese grits. That's what the fuck I want to watch. That's what I want. But maybe some other time.
I mean, no, she won't give it to us, but maybe somebody will write. Oh, look at this. Well, I'm happy for her.
I am happy for her.
All the joy and love in the world. I done clicked around and found this man's other white children. I wonder how they feel about having a black half sibling. Because they're going to throw that half in there.
They can co-produce. So, speaking of babies, Bow Wow had a lot to say about the Millennium Tour, which is currently taking place again as well, still more. And, I guess he was over Miss Omarion, child, and vice versa, it seems.
Oh, damn. I didn't know this was about Omarion, but that makes sense because who else?
What did you think it was about? Just being Bow Wow being
I just thought he meant like everybody else on tour was getting on his nerves backstage, being loud, eating up his hot Cheetos. And every time he looking for his favorite pair of fucking Crocs, they gone. And Ashanti done took his damn good blankets.
They got the purple Doritos.
They do.
You guys are welcome. Because a couple of years ago, before I was talking about the majesty of the purple, I didn't see them so widespread. But
right, it's fine.
It's fine. And the smart food, white cheddar popcorn. Those are back there.
All the nigga favorites are back there. Plus every brown liquor.
Pounds.
Every brown.
They probably got chili cheese Fritos.
Yeah. And you know, Bow Wow, as probably one of the bigger names on the tour, I would expect that he would have his, you know, his certain
Juicy
level
juice?
of comfort. Right. All his juicy juices are chilled and ready to
Yes.
go. And,
Boxed.
you know, some of the girls maybe have to get theirs out of the break room, but
That's
his
their
are right
bad.
there in
That's
his
what
dressing room.
You're not
You
a
know,
fucking
I would just-
superstar. You don't have
Right,
back-to-back hits.
I would expect certain, you know, allowances for Bow Wow, who I feel is equal, if not honestly, kind of surpassing Omarion on the whole music side of things. But also, I know it's Omarion's tour, so
I think Bow Wow would agree with you.
I'm just being, and we know that I am not a Bow Wow fan. However, if you are on that nigga's tour, then that's another conversation.
That was the debate.
Okay. Well, great. I'm so glad I figured it out.
You did. I mean, you just did. That was the debate. It was giving, you know, oh my goodness, guys, who else made like Mike? Nobody. Who else moves so fast across the floor and runs through minds like all the time? Nobody.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna do Like You, but I just couldn't. The verse couldn't come to me.
You don't even need the verse. All you need is that.
I mean the hook. Yes, it couldn't.
It's good.
Who would show you all the things
that show me? And the special way I feel when you hold me, we're gonna always be together, bitch.
It's like sometimes you just let the bit die. Just let it go.
It was gonna go for too long.
Yeah. So, Bow Wow said, too much bitching and complaining on this tour. I'm busting cats' asses every night.
Yeah.
Every night they try and complain and take something away from me. I give 1,000% and y'all know it. ATL, I hope y'all show together. Okay. I'm gonna bust y'all ass for 45 minutes straight. Try me. So
okay.
I couldn't tell what came first, if it was Bow Wow's outburst, because some people told me that he was responding to this from Omarion. So stupid. State Farm Arena's Instagram, I guess in, you know, promotion for the Millennium Tour, said almost 20 years ago, Shad Moss took the Phillips Arena stage, and tomorrow he is coming back with Omarion for the Millennium Tour 2021. Omarion hopped his slip sliding.
Oh Lord.
And we will talk about the fucking Omarion.
We don't have to, please. Let's not.
Time.
Okay, I was gonna say because it's
at
so
another
bad.
day.
Okay.
He hopped in the comments for Lil Saint, and he said, actually, he's coming with me, but you got it at State Farm Arena. We will be there tomorrow.
Well.
Are you letting the hurt go now? Like that's what they said. Like, no shade, that's what they said. Like
he's like, nah, just to be clear, you're not bringing me along. I'm bringing him along. Like,
but they didn't say bringing. They said tomorrow he is coming back with Omarion. He is. Like, they didn't say that he's.
That's just ego. That's ego screaming out like, how dare y'all act like he is being so kind as to like let me be here when it's really the other way around. When exactly, if anybody else could have read that as not being like a dig towards Omarion, but
nigga,
ego.
First of all, this tour got more beef than female rap. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. Like, every stint has had so much
none of them like
drama.
each other.
But like, I really feel like all of you niggas should be grateful that you even have the opportunity to go on this tour now, and that is doing well. And people are actually enjoying it, drama and all. Most of the people who I have spoken to who've gone said that they really had a good time. So why not just enjoy that? No, everybody want to be like, well, let me tell you about the time that I ran shit back, you know, in 2003. Like, just go into your songs.
Bro. We barely even remember 2003. Just do the fucking song. And come the hell on. But I guess Bow Wow is mad because he only has 15 minutes.
Which
I feel like I would be thrilled to only have 15 minutes and still be getting paid. Like, you mean I only have to go out there for 15 minutes?
I mean,
And
I
I'm
imagine
still getting a check?
I mean, I imagine you'd get more money if he performed longer. So there's that incentive or whatever. But
interesting.
And he said that he can't perform full songs because of the set time. So that was already pissing him off. And he saw whatever Omarion said to him. And he got on Instagram Live on what seemed to be the tour bus.
No.
Where he was sporting the most malnourished plats that I have ever seen in any of my Black American days.
Please don't do this.
Like,
Not
his plats look like
malnourished.
birthday candles. Like, they were just like 4 wicks. Just, anyways.
Just candles in the wind, child.
He said he started the wave and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, Lord.
And it just went to this whole thing. And then other people jumped into it. Niggas from Pretty Ricky and Sammy got into his feelings. And everybody just spreading out. And it's like, girls, you could be at home.
Right. Every last one of y'all could be at home. Like, you really could. So.
Just do the thing, niece.
Right. I feel like if Bow Wow's issue is one of money and performing longer would mean that he earned more money, then that would be something that you need to negotiate to where, you have a fee, and regardless of how long you get on stage, that is your fucking fee. Like, that's something that can be adjusted, if not for this tour, then for whatever's coming up after that. But it sounds more like this is like, nigga, I'm Bow Wow. How dare you don't give me 45 minutes? I have to do all of the faves that everybody loved when I was 9 years old. Like,
I mean,
it sounds like it's more
Bow
like
Wow.
that. Right. I mean, honestly, it sounds like most artists, but I'm hard pressed to give a shit when, first of all, we're still in a pandemic, and being able to tour at all.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just so massively privileged. Like, do you have any idea what most of the world is going through? And then here's America being like the shitty, snotty, rich step kid who gets everything and has no idea how their brattiness makes them look to everybody else because they're just so consumed with themselves. Like, you guys, I'm only getting 15 minutes to perform in the middle of a fucking pandemic when I feel like I deserve at least 45. Like, bitch, are we supposed to cry for you?
This sold-out crowd is not the first sold-out crowd that I sold out.
I don't care. I do not care. Niggas have real problems, and here Bow Wow go crying about some shit that, I mean, I just can...
I mean, the Omarion comment was unnecessary and shady.
It was.
And
so you could have just left it at that, or came at him about that, or talked about it privately, which would have been even more mature and even better. But yes, Omarion definitely was out of line for being like, excuse you, but it's the other way around. Like, girl, wasn't nobody. And that's another, the same thing goes to him too. Like, really? This is what you have to worry about? Not perhaps contracting this deadly virus and taking it back to your children, but whether some random tweet referenced Bow Wow in front of you, like, girl, grow up. Both of y'all, all of y'all. Take a good hard look around you. Be thankful for the opportunity to tour and make some real money again. And let that be that. And if you're not getting paid enough, then ask yourself why you agreed to it. Why did you agree to it?
All right, I'm going to move on to...
I'm just saying, because one place you won't catch me is touring, not this year. You got me fucked up, so...
So apparently Rap City, The Basement, did a thing this year?
Like, hold on.
Rap City 2021 with Big Tigger was a thing that took place ahead of the BET Hip Hop Awards, which I honestly forgot happened. Completely.
I never knew that they happened. When did that happen?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Came in.
How have I heard nothing about it?
It was really...
Wait, no, it really was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it happened a while ago.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? This actually sounds like a cute promotional thing to do. Bring back The Basement, Rap City. Bring that back. to promote. I mean, had we only found out about the hip hop awards, it would have been perfect. But it sounds like a cute idea.
Yeah, it did sound like a cute idea. Except, they didn't have any ideas. Like, what they did do was have rappers come in and ask them dumb shit. Like, when they decided to have Fat Joe come in and ask him who the 2021 versions of a bunch of rap legends would be.
What?
So he named a whole bunch of people like Jay-Z, E40, Lauryn Hill, and was like, who is the current version of them? Which is so...
no.
And you know what?
These niggas are still alive.
I guess shout out to nostalgia. Because they all had that they asked messy ass, very blatantly messy questions like that on shows like this during that era all of the time. It was a lot less subtle in there. We are very clearly looking for ratings right now, and we are asking you to say something that is going to start drama, right?
Makes sense.
What? The 2021 version of... First of all, most of these
anybody
people that you're naming on the legend side of things would not want to be compared to anyone. Their fans would not want to be compared to anyone. And then the people on the 2021 side of things probably feel the same damn way. If not, they're going to be like, wow, I totally agree, because they know that comparison is absurd and completely out of reach.
I mean, yeah, it seems like... I think especially because Rap City, the basement, was around before social media, before the internet for the most part, really. And so back then, for stuff to really spread and be part of drama and the gossip mills and all that, it took a while, several days, if not weeks, for it to spread fast enough. But with this, they could just come out the gate, be messy, and have people automatically talking about the show or sharing clips or whatever else. I get the appeal in wanting to take it back maybe to older tactics if it wasn't just them being like, fuck it, we gonna be messy, we don't give a shit. My only issue here is that it clearly did not work. I don't know how the Hip Hop Awards happened 2 weeks ago, and this is my first time hearing about it. How is that even possible? If y'all did this to drum up controversy or to stir some shit up or get people interested in the show, it did not work. I can't imagine that the ratings for this were record breaking, because it's not even just oh, I didn't watch it. I've not seen anybody talk about it. I've not seen outfits or red carpets or, oh, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait
Everyone
a fucking minute. Wait, not you knowing exactly what I'm talking about. Is that from the Hip Hop Awards?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I take it back, bitch. I saw a miss I put on my jury just to go to the bodega, lay on that fainting couch.
Yeah.
And kind of rap along to her own song.
Kind of, sort of.
I did see that. I did not make the connection that was what that was from, but it made... And that's a goddamn shame, because that could not... There's no way that was the best moment of that night. But why is that the only thing
Couldn't have been. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying.
Someone was great.
These tactics didn't work, and better luck next time.
Well, the only reason I bring it up is because, first of all, when Tigger said Tupac, Fat Joe responded with the baby. And then they just moved on. They just glossed over
what?
it. And they just kept
going. Nobody has anything to say about that? Nobody's challenging that?
The internet did. Nobody
I'm sorry. The baby... I'm sorry. The current version of Tupac is... D-A-B-A-B-Y, that nigga from North Carolina? We talking about the same nigga? There is no way. Even if he hadn't done so much shit to end up on my shit list, I'm not seeing it, hearing it,
Tupac?
feeling it, experiencing it.
Afeni Shakur's son?
The numeral 2
Black
PAC? I'm not feeling it, girl.
I'm sorry.
It's not making... Fat Joe, you know, COVID messes with you cognitively. Y'all need to remember that.
Was
It can
everyone
fuck up
high?
your brain processes.
Well, Mama couldn't go to
You
the
need to be careful.
couldn't go to the. This was the same shit that Summer couldn't go to. Remember, Summer was parked outside and she was like, they wouldn't let me in because of COVID. And then she like batarang beamed her. She did the bat signal on the side of the building.
What?
I was like, "What's up? My album coming out." Speaking of Summer Walker,
But
Tigger, when he was like Lauryn Hill, and Fat Joe was sitting there thinking, and he gonna be like, Tigger suggested Summer Walker. I'm like, this is what you're trying to get people
Right. To react.
How? Where like, and that's no shade. I openly enjoy Summer Walker. I even love her little new song that a bunch of people weren't expecting because they say it sounded like Kids Bop. Or like my friend Chris said it sounded like Promise Ring but with cussing. It does. It does. But I like it. I
have
like
not
that.
bothered to listen to it.
It is Promise Ring with cussing. Like,
okay.
I didn't expect the vibe, but I'm, I'm ready to hear more, girl.
Sure.
But Lauren, what are y'all, what? No.
That also doesn't make sense unless you just mean like somebody who gets the girls riled up. Right. Again, you just wanting to start shit and, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But once again, it did not work. Summer confuses me so deeply because there's like a 0% chance that BET did not say multiple times in correspondence with her or her staff, her people, her reps, that everyone was going to need to provide proof of vaccination in order to attend the event. There's no way that she didn't know that. So at that point, it's like, you're not even showing up thinking that you're going to the BET Hip Hop Awards because you know you're not. At that point, you showing up just to have something to say or just to have a moment.
I don't think that she went to... correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't correct me.
I don't care. Right.
But I don't think that she went to the awards itself. Like, I don't think that she pulled up outside the red carpet or nothing like that.
Oh,
I think that she just went out somewhere.
Gotcha.
Like maybe to like a building nearby, or maybe it was the building. But I don't think that she went there like, I'm going to get in even though I know I'm not. I think she knew she wasn't going anyway. And she was just like, well, I'm going to pull up somewhere and promote my album.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense. I thought she was like outside the red carpet and wondering why they wasn't going to let her ass go down there. Like, girl, you knew what this was.
No, because even in that video, she was wearing like a cute little crop top and like a napkin. That was it. Like, that I
was going to say, that sounds like something the girls would wear on the red carpet. I'm like, this sounds, you said a cute crop top? Okay. So she wasn't wearing like her H&M.
Like, I feel like she would have, like, that looked like something that she would wear to the farmer's market.
But was her wig on?
Yeah.
Makeup on? Okay. So then, yeah. It could have been a red carpet outfit all the same. They could just change the shoes maybe, but... yeah, that was done to be messy for sure.
Well, they got Boosie, and it wasn't Mark Zuckerberg this time.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, not this time.
Who did it?
Wait, at the State Farm Arena?
Don't say it was the Feds. Was it the Feds?
Oh, the State Farm Arena got a whole lot of drama going on this week. So. He was arrested by authorities, along with members of his entourage, after accusations of vandalism and inciting a riot. Mm-hmm.
What? Inciting a riot?
Yep. Took his ass down to Fulton County Jail. He's facing 2 charges of 2nd-degree criminal damage to property because apparently he bum rushed stage with entourage during the Legends of the Streets concert, and people were just busting up shit on stage. I watched a clip from this video and I wasn't exactly sure what was going on because the gentleman who was recording it insisted on being on camera for half of it. You know when niggas are like, oh, this might go viral, so
this is my moment. Yep, I feel you.
So it was like a back and forth thing where he was trying to like narrate, and I'm like, girl. So it seems like someone got up on stage and wasn't having it with someone else on stage, and then they were destroying property such as like
Oh, God.
DJ computer, I think, and some other stuff on stage, and then people got into it. It says,
Of course.
officers were called to the arena shortly after 12:40 a.m. on Saturday. A man told police Boosie and members of his entourage ran on stage during a performance at the concert that was taking place at the arena on Friday night, but it's his concert, so I don't understand. Boosie's associates damaged items on stage during the live performance that belonged to the man's production company. Police said no injuries were reported, according to Fox 5 Hotlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta. I don't know why
they hate it so much.
I'm really sorry. I don't know why I did that.
Oh, well, whatever it takes to get Lil Boosie off the streets.
Well, I guess he set this bitch off, didn't he?
I would not.
I like
I'm
that.
just
I did that one.
I'm proud of you. But again, like, I just don't. Boosie is a menace. And I don't care. I admit that shit. Like, he's just, all he does is antagonize and refuse to give his children actual food, fruits and vegetables, and set them up to be assaulted at a young age and call it a birthday gift and harass gay people for existing. That's all Boosie does. Apparently, he put out some movie that went straight to Amazon Prime, and y'all can stream it. Niggas,
Amazon Prime got it. That's classy.
I think
thought it was
Amazon
just going to
Prime does have
barbershops
it.
and like Wingstop.
Solely going to be available on the 2, 3, C, and E trains,
Zeus.
but no, it is not. I think you can stream it on Amazon because niggas have taken. I've seen clips of it from like I guess there's a scene with gay niggas, or there are gay niggas in
Of course
the
there
movie
isn't.
for some reason.
Of course there
they are.
isn't. I'm surprised there isn't a
course.
full gay porn in the middle.
I just wasn't too shocked when I saw that, but I was very much like, okay, you know, you have your issues that you still need to work through, and you be taking them out on Lil Nas X like he has anything to do with your problems. He doesn't. You're a grown-ass man. Like, please grow up and move forward with your life. But yeah, I refuse to watch it, and whatever it takes to get him to log off and stop begging Mark Zuckerberg for his account back on Instagram, I am all for. Because again, you're grown, and it's more than a little pathetic. You be begging to be on Instagram, and for what? So that you can do what? Post stills from this terrible movie?
Why were you even on the damn stage? You been to jail.
Like, do you not know what the general laws are of this society? Like, are you unclear on what you can and cannot do in most circumstances? Because I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not at all unclear about whether this is a thing that should be done. But Boosie don't give a shit. Why would he?
Good luck.
Yeah, no, not even that. Y'all can keep him. Keep him this time. I don't want to see no fucking hashtags. I don't want to see that bullshit like y'all did for Meek Mill. Let that nigga stay exactly where he at. Learn something.
We're gonna end it right there, and we will go ahead and move right on. Thank you so much for listening to our Hot Tops this week. We're gonna take a break. We will come back and we will read your letters after Kid Fury's Sports Shorts. Yeah.
The way I really fell for it this time. The way I really thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So excited.
This week on Kid Fury's Sports Shorts, we're here to talk to you about the Women's National Basketball Association.
Not to me. Oh no, don't do that.
Wrapping things up, girls, the WNBA Finals just took place
On
the other day, and now they're finished. They're finished now, and congratulations are in order for the town of Shy, the Chicago town Sky. Music, right? That was music.
Yep.
They won the women's finals champion series 3-1. Yum. Against the Phoenix Mercury, two of your favorite flavors. And so it was a riveting sport experience. Brittany Griner kept things very statuesque and long in the first half. A brilliant running jump hook, pushing things just past even in the first half. 18 in the first half, in fact. Again, very dreaded, meaning her hair.
Correct.
And statuesque.
Yeah.
And
a
proper.
Beautiful word for her. She really killed it. Yeah.
Diana Taurasi, strong three-pointer in the third, along with Skylar Diggins, who pushed the Mercury to a 14-point lead. It was just looking so great. Then we had great teamwork by Stephanie Dawson and Allie Quigley in the fourth. Fantastic shows of sportsmanship and woman. And
sportsmanship.
And I'm not gonna hold you, that's where I went to sleep. So I don't know. I know that
Stop it.
I know that the girls won from Chicago. And that's a good thing for Chicago, because I really enjoyed that place and the city, as well as deep dish and
popcorn.
Deep popcorn, the niggas.
Chicago has really great food, actually.
Really
I'm never
does.
disappointed. Yeah, amazing city, amazing place. And what a game, really. I mean, you didn't ask me to be a correspondent, but I don't mind telling you about it. It was...
Go for it.
It was...
You were there.
I was there. I had amazing seats. Shout out to me for that. Right behind the Mercury's bench. So...
Okay.
You know, I had to really focus at times because several fine, very fine people play for the Phoenix Mercury. But the energy in Chicago's arena was absolutely crazy. The fans never gave up. The girls definitely never did. Kalia Copper, once again, like I have to fucking stand. Just an incredible player. When she got MVP, everybody, like the whole stadium lit up, or arena. It was just a really beautiful moment. Most happy for Candace Parker and that moment she had with her daughter. Also, the White Dykes that are married and play on the same team, Allie and Courtney. That was, it was nice for them seeing White Dykes get a win as well. But yeah, I just have to say, overall, truly enjoyed the game. It was a much better game as far as like score wise and able to keep up, because Phoenix knew it was on the line, and but a much better game than game 3. And I felt very much for the Mercury players who have not yet won a championship. My heart really broke for them. Some of my absolute faves, because it's a hard thing. You're that close and you thought you were going to get it to a game 5 and get to play back home. But no, Chicago said, actually, you won't, girl. Actually, the buck stops right here, and good for them. I called it in the semifinals. I knew that the Sky just had it. It's a special team, and Candace means everything. She is just... Like, literally, this is her first season not playing for LA.
All right.
And the nigga wanted
sports.
I'm sorry. Am I talking too much about the actual sport? My bad.
Candace Parker, congratulations to you on your latest and second championship. Congratulations to the girls over at the Chicago Sky. And that's it for Kid Fury Sports Shorts. That's about me knowing sports and reporting them with accuracy.
I am going home.
Thank you guys so much. Let's take a break.
Hey y'all, now is the perfect time to turn your cool idea into a new website with the help of Squarespace. You'll find what you need, whether you're showcasing your work, blogging or publishing content, talking about, maybe sports, the WNBA, things that you know about that your friend actually does not, or anything you can dream of. Buying a domain from Squarespace is easy because there are no hidden fees or price hikes, and you can get to know your audience with their analytics tools, including insight on page views, traffic sources, time on site, and more. Plus, all websites are optimized for mobile, so your site looks great on any device. Every Squarespace website and online store comes with a suite of integrated features and useful guides that will help maximize your prominence among SEO results, which are incredibly paramount. Of course, you guys know that I use Squarespace for my personal website. So does Kid Fury. We also use it for thisistheread.com because it is so easy to get started. You put as much work into it as you want, and Squarespace will help you build everything you need from a website. So head to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a site or domain. Again, squarespace.com/read with offer code READ for 10% off your first purchase. Let them know we sent you, and let's get back to the show.
So we're back, and it is time for your letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Our very first letter this week comes from... Let's start with Jaleesa. Jaleesa says, my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 years. Last week, he told me that he misses having sex with a girl who was his fuck buddy before we got together. Honestly, I did not think much of this comment because I, too, have had better sex with men before I was with my boyfriend.
Wait, they were together for how long? And he said this?
6 years.
Okay.
But she didn't think much of it because, as she said, I've had better sex with men prior to being with my boyfriend, too. But I didn't love any of them. I told my close friend, though, and she could not believe that he said this shit to me.
I mean, I'm gagging all know you.
She said it was offensive, disrespectful, and if it was her, she would leave him and move out because, of course, we live together. Another friend said that the disrespect is unacceptable and that my man seems to be trying to push me away. I wasn't mad when he said it, and I'm still not mad, but now I'm starting to feel stupid the more I think about it.
Sorry.
Now what? My boyfriend and I frequently have sex that I believe is enjoyable.
I'm not doing good.
But now I'm self-conscious and I feel inferior in bed.
Oh.
Do y'all think the comment he made was disrespectful, or do you think my friends are blowing things out of proportion? I'm just a little confused. Thanks, Jaleesa.
Yeah, me too, girl.
Don't do this.
I mean, I don't know if I can say it was disrespectful if you don't feel disrespected and I don't know you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like the nature of your relationship.
Right.
Was it one of those you had to be there things? Because I immediately was like,
you did.
What?
You felt it instantly. You did.
That's just very bold. Especially,
and for us to have been together for so long.
For so long. Like, what are you...
You still thinking about pussy from 6 years? Do you know how many things have changed?
It's giving he wrote into a podcast that is like anti this. Like whatever's like... And they gave him the... You know how people be writing us all the time like, oh, the sex, I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And like they told him, just tell her... You miss fucking your, side piece or what was it? His fuck buddy
from like
whatever.
Something a terrible washed up rapper would say.
Like,
sounds like awful.
All I can assume is that he's asking for something sexually, or looking for something more sexually in this relationship, which is like, say that. Don't compare me to some pussy that you had prior to mine, you fucking weirdo.
Especially, a pussy that you allegedly haven't had in 6 years. Do you miss her pussy because you just got another sniff of it a few months ago and you wish you could go back? Why are you bringing up pussy that's that old?
Bitch.
I'm just saying.
You be planting crops. Like.
No, because I'm saying niggas will try you.
But I just, again, if you don't take offense to it, I'm just like,
yeah.
Why, besides the fact that it's like, oh, well, yeah, I've had better sex before him. But you didn't.
But would you have said
tell him
prompted?
that?
Right. Would you have said, well, you know what I missed? That nigga Marcus, my God. Dick was touch your fucking spine. Woo, shit. Like, did you do that?
And he probably burned the damn house down if you did.
Right.
I don't know.
So I think, I mean, as far as whether your friends are blowing things out of proportion, I would say as a neutral party, no. If one of my friends said this to me about a nigga they've been with for 6 years, I would be like, so do we ride at dawn? Like, are we shutting all the phones off so that we can plot this murder? What are we doing? Like,
I think you better call Deandra.
Somebody
call her.
We're getting ready to be very fucking ignorant. But if you're not mad about it now and you weren't mad when he said it, then that is also fine. You can say, I don't care if he misses pussy that he had 6 years ago. That doesn't bother me. If the only reason you're bothered is because your friends are bothered, then maybe take a look at that. But maybe your friends have made you... Well, I mean, and so maybe your friends have helped you realize or made you see another side of this that you did not consider before. And maybe you do find it offensive. Like, is it like, no, I've really investigated this within myself and I don't see no issue with it at all? Or is it, well, damn, I didn't see no issue, but after these bitches both made a big deal out of it, I'm kind of starting to see their side of it. Because if that's the case and you feel like it's disrespectful, then you can talk to him about it in that context. Like, I think it was disrespectful. I don't think that your friends are doing too much, but you have to decide how you feel about it.
Right. Because at the same time, your friends are kind of supposed to be like, we ride at dawn. Like, regardless of whatever.
We're supposed to be crazy. Right.
You know, so, you know, you do kind of take that stuff into regard while also taking a step back, like you were saying, and evaluate how the fuck you feel. Because, again, I'm very curious as to why this just was like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, after 6 years, you randomly are bringing up this other person. Like, you didn't say anything to make us feel like you guys have that kind of banter or relationship where you've joked about this kind of thing before. It sounds like this is just some shit that he randomly said. And you were like, okay.
Like, just randomly.
Sometimes you're the last to know, girl.
You know, I mean, so...
I mean, not about like... I mean, sometimes you're the last to know that you are being dumb.
Yeah, that's true too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if your friends made you realize, like, oh shit, I was going to blow this off like it didn't mean nothing. But actually, I don't appreciate this comment. And I don't know why he made it. Like,
6 years.
I mean, and kind of like the way you talk about him, like talking about we have sex that I believe is enjoyable. It's like,
Right?
What? I don't think you have any reason to feel self-conscious or inferior in bed because niggas, I just don't think a man saying something about some ass he had 6 years ago should affect you in that way. I don't think
me neither.
His comments deserve all that. But, you know, I will say...
Clearly he ain't blowing your mind.
Right. You, I mean, and you said I didn't think much of it because I too have had better dick. So maybe you were like, maybe you're like, I feel you.
Exactly.
Call Marcus again.
Right.
But I think this is a great opportunity to decide how you feel about this. Confront him if you feel disrespected. Break up with him if you feel like, yo, I'm just with this nigga because he's here and he hasn't really pissed me off yet. And the dick is okay, so I'm here. Like, you know, it's a chance for you to evaluate this relationship, decide if this is where you really want to be, and to have a difficult conversation if you feel so moved to do so. So, but, you know, it really, this is the sort of thing that we can't decide for you. Does this piss you off? Because one thing I have learned over 9 years of doing this show, y'all get pissed off at different things than I do. And y'all tolerate a lot of shit that I wouldn't. So you decide if it feels right to you and what you're going to do from there. But I don't think your friends are being extra or too much at all. Not at all.
Another option.
Oh, Lord. Is this violence?
No.
Oh, okay.
Get you some Savage by Fenty.
Oh yeah.
And some, strobe LED lights for the room. Something colorful.
Oh yeah, do that Doja Cat challenge.
And there you go.
That red light one or whatever niggas was doing. Yeah, you could do all that.
Red. Get you something sexy.
Yeah.
Learn you something, maybe on an OnlyFans or something. Subscribe to somebody who looks like she knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And try and spice something up.
Oh, that's how that's where that was going. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying like
I was
you think it would get led to then you murder him? Then you get the knife.
I mean, kind of.
And you kill him.
Yes. I was taking it as, shoot a bunch of really sexy stuff and just put it out there on your Instagram or whatever and don't tell him you're going to do it and just let him die. But
I mean, because it's like...
Your idea is better.
It sounds like, again, going by what you're saying, it doesn't... I don't know if we should be worried that this man is going to go and sleep with someone else or fuck this girl or whatever just yet. Or if this was just, it sounds like he's saying, I'm bored. And it sounds like you are also bored. So try to do something sexy and fun and different and, get real freaky and buck wild and porn starish with it. And then see where it goes from there. And if he's still acting weird or the next session is whack again and you find out that you're the one who got to do all the fucking work and buying costumes and shit and, having 5-minute YouTube
costumes.
Seminars and shit like that, then it's like, you know what? Then call the bitch. You call her and I'm going to call Marcus and just the least about to be up anyway. So...
Or maybe, since we just reminiscing on genitals past, maybe y'all could just be sitting back one day watching Queens on ABC. And then during the commercial break, you just say, you know what? I got to say, that time Marcus had me reverse cowgirl on dick. Woof, it was 2012 and I remember it well. Just saying, you could do something like that.
It's on you. You've got multiple paths, branches, if you will. So many choices.
Kid Fury gave you some good advice. I'm going to give you some.
I mean, I really like yours. I really do.
I'm just saying, if it's fair for us to bring up old dick, then let's bring up old dick. And if it's not, then let's not. Like, I just feel like there's a conversation about boundaries that needs to be had there. If you miss old pussy, that's something, to me, you need to put in your group chat. Don't tell me that unless you're telling me I miss old pussy because something about this relationship isn't fulfilling anymore. Like, he didn't even go far enough to say, I have an issue with our relationship. He just brought this up unprovoked. So, if there's a problem, tell me. Be nigga enough to tell me. I shouldn't have to sit here and do these fucking Blues Clues to figure out how you really feel about it.
Very true.
So
very, very true.
Good luck to you, Jaleesa. Let us know how it goes. Our next letter comes from Amber, who says, I'm a staff attorney for an agency, and our legal department has 4 offices that we use. The size of your office reflects your role and your seniority. Initially, when I arrived, I had the second largest office in our department. But once my superior started working in a role that required him to be gone from the office most of the time, he gave me his office. And that one is the largest one in our department. In my opinion, I earned that office based on my role as senior attorney in the office, and I've had that office since last year. A new regional manager just started, and my boss told me that she has demanded that she have my office so that she can have things how she wants. When I first heard this news, I was in shock, and it felt like a gut punch. I tried hard to fight tears because I felt like something I earned was being snatched away from me with no discussion, and I have never felt so invaluable as I did in the following days. I expressed my concerns to my superior and learned that he offered his office to her, which is smaller than mine, but bigger than her current one, and she declined it. Now this whole thing seems like some bullshit. All these feelings are compounded by the fact that this office doesn't have the best history with handling racial matters. I would hate to give up my dream job, but I also can't function in an environment that doesn't seem to respect me. I've talked with my partner and my father about this, and both of them are willing to support me financially if I decide to resign. However, I don't want white supremacy to win. Please help. Thanks, Amber.
Amber, expertly tied this up for me at the end. Like,
I wish I had in your face.
Expertly. When I'm telling you, read these whole. That's all you had to tell me. When you told me that not one but 2 niggas are willing to financially support you after this, if it goes left, tell that bitch to eat dicks. Fuck is she talking about? Bitch, you are offered a motherfucking an office that is bigger than yours and is likely not much smaller than mine. Right. But you want mine because I would still have a bigger office than you. And I'm black. Kick rocks. Come and take it from my black ass knuckles, bitch. Come get it.
Woo, yeah.
Bitch, please. Like, the minute, because I was literally, Crystal, I was about to be like, listen.
It's a job.
We are not in the hobby to, tell y'all to just go. I'm not about to out here have you chasing new work and incapable of paying bills or whatever because of my shit ass advice. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the motherfucking time.
Never. So, we don't have jobs, not real jobs like y'all do.
Okay, hello?
So, no, I would never tell y'all to quit because white people are annoying. White people are going to be annoying everywhere you go. That's nothing new.
Everywhere you go, even when you think they ain't there, they're hello. I own this too. Like everywhere you go, they're inescapable. You are always gonna have white people getting on your damn nerves.
True.
Everywhere you go, period. So, to that effect, it's kind of like you really, really, as black people often must do, you got to pick and choose the battles. Mm-hmm. But this battle comes with amazing support. You have a siege on your side. You have a fucking battalion.
You do. This battalion is not even yours, girls. It's the Lord's. The Lord is like, I will take up the battle for you, sis. I'm going to give you a partner and a daddy who are like, what? The bills are paid, sweetheart. It's up to you. I don't think resigning is letting white supremacy win. I think resigning without putting up a fight would be.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would say is now that you know you don't have bills to worry about, which is honestly the number one thing I'm always concerned with when y'all talk about quitting your job. How are you going to pay your fucking rent and shit? You don't have to worry about that, which means you have a giant pressure off of your shoulders for that.
Huge. So, the biggest.
If I were you, I would hit up my boss and be like, I understand this is probably stressful for you. You really don't want to have to run interference between me and this new bitch that I don't even know. However, it means a lot to me to have that office. I take a lot of pride in what I do.
This office.
She just got here. So it's not even just the role, it's also the seniority. Like, I have been here longer than her, and I am a senior attorney, that sounds like a bad bitch position if you ask me. I'm not junior attorney, bitch. I'm senior. I've been here.
I went to Law and Order SVU. I don't know anything about nothing.
So did the rest of America. So I would talk to my boss and be like, are you willing to lose me over this office?
Like, how many?
Are you willing
to
lose me over the office? Is it a situation where if you don't have that office, you would still be allowed to work from home? Is working from home feasible for you? Is that something you would rather do? Because maybe if that's the case, then you could use this as like a bargaining chip. Like, well, if she wants the office, then I have to be able to work from home, and I still want my telecommute bonus, and I want all that rest of that dumb shit too. And whatever else, like if that is something that would work for you. But otherwise, I would be like, y'all, this company needs to decide who do they need more. Because if she's willing to like have me fired, or if y'all are willing to lose me as an employee so that this woman can have my office, then guess what? It's going to be your loss before mine. Because I got a husband and a daddy.
They got 2
like
jobs.
Rochelle, right? Rochelle said her husband got 2 jobs, but Amber got a husband and a daddy, or a partner. My bad. So like, problems where?
Listen, I was just having a conversation today about how so many Black people are trained, like in the workplace, to just let bullshit slide. Like,
oh yeah, it's what we
let
do.
people, specifically white people, get away with all kinds of unfair shit because we need the job desperately. And many of us don't have any other options. We don't have a lot of other, modes of support. It's not like you can just trip and fall on another motherfucking job.
No.
So
Right.
like, and even in positions where you're not being tested, it's like so many of us don't know how to like ask for promotions or, just negotiate in those kinds of those settings and stuff like that. But again, I feel like a lot of it is just like, I can't afford to shake the table. Like, I literally can't afford
that's
to.
Most of us. Right.
And ain't nobody out here about to, support or lift up my black ass, especially not in spaces like this. But as we've said, you got the support. You got, in Mario Party, how if you get that, you hit one of those things, you'll get like 2 extra dice.
Oh, yeah.
You have your dice.
Maybe I don't.
And 2 extra dice.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Now I'm back with you.
You're completely ahead of the game. Okay? I'll do this. You didn't just get 1 banana. You got 3 of the bananas in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You didn't just get the 1 green shell to shoot. You got 3 of them.
Right.
I'm going off the rails and forgetting what we're talking about. The point is, tell that bitch what's for. Are you kidding me? Come and get this office from my cold, dead Negro hands.
I feel like I personally would not be that attached to an office, but my personal feelings about it are not what matters. It's the fact that this white bitch feels like she's entitled to it.
Exactly.
How dare some Negro girl have an office bigger than hers? Because she was offered a bigger office and was like, no,
I want
the girl still
that
got the big one.
office.
Right. So that's when, even for me, a person who wouldn't give a shit ordinarily and probably would have just traded had you asked me, like,
boom!
Probably, because like I said, I don't really give a fuck. I'm probably not trying to be in the office like that anyway. But now that you're making it an issue, and since it really does matter to you, Amber, I say fight for it. Worst, or you know what? What's even better? Make a pros and cons list. Does this job set you up for something you want to do in the future? Are these like relationships that you want to have and maintain in order to get to the next level of your career? Or does none of that really matter? And what being happy at work is what matters to you more than anything else? You have the flexibility. You have that cushion underneath you to make your decisions. So please take full advantage of that. Because not enough of us get the freedom to really do what feels right. Most of us are doing shit so that we can pay the fucking bills and stay alive. So.
When I tell you that I would be hanging up a fucking poster of Asada Shakur on my door.
Please.
I would have I'd have like a little table from like West Elm outside with a black nativity set on it. 2 months early. 2 months early. Like when I'm telling you, like I'll be passing out donuts in front of my motherfucking office. Like, not only am I keeping my
blacking
office,
it up.
It's the spot. It's the den. It's the den.
And I'm inviting you all the meetings in my office as a default. Because my office is the biggest. My office can see 6. So
I'm leaving every lunch like, woo, I'm going back to my office, girl.
Yes. I mean, absolutely. And decide if it's something that you want to fight for. But I think it's worth fighting for if you care, because fuck her. And white supremacy is not going to win or lose based on your decision. You can take that pressure off yourself. Just think about it as, what do I deserve? Me with my black ass. What do I deserve? And go fight for that.
Right.
Oh, okay. We are running a little behind, so I'm going to wrap the questions up there. Again, if you have one for us, send it to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Today's episode is being brought to you by At Liberty, the weekly podcast from the ACLU. At Liberty explores the biggest civil rights and civil liberties issues of the day. As part of the ACLU Systemic Equality Program, many recent conversations focus on how we address America's legacy of racism and systemic discrimination. Recent episodes include conversations with Kimberly Crenshaw on the true meaning of critical race theory, and many more, including Brittany Packnett Cunningham on how we sustain racial justice movements and make real change, and much more. Check out other recent conversations about defending our voting rights, fighting abusive policing, safeguarding free speech, and much more. I love it. It makes me feel learned. And it's, another great way to spend time in between time when I'm, having break from work. Subscribe to At Liberty now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else that you listen to podcasts. Like this one. Yeah, this is a podcast. You didn't know?
Oh my God.
Well, now you know.
Surprise.
Good for you. Let's move on.
Hey y'all, this week's episode is also brought to you by Ritual. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin was formulated by exhaustive research to help fill nutrient gaps in the diets of women ages 18 plus. Over 90% of women aged 19 to 50 are not getting enough vitamin D from their diet or their partners, and 95% are not getting their recommended daily intake of key omega-3s. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin is formulated with nutrients to help support brain health, bone health, blood health, and provide antioxidant support. Plus, Ritual invested in a gold standard university-led clinical trial to prove the impact of Essential for 18 Women Plus multivitamin, and it was shown to increase vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in just 12 weeks. Ritual is committed to third-party testing from USP and the Non-GMO Project, traceable and vegan-friendly ingredients, and always clear communication, no shady stuff. Not just me, but several of my friends are also on this Women 18 Plus multivitamin. For me, I can tell you that I have felt so much better since being on it. I just am able to get things done more efficiently, and I feel healthier overall as I move throughout my day. It's been an incredible experience. You can try it out for yourself. Right now, Ritual is offering 10% off your first 3 months. So visit ritual.com/theread and turn your healthy habits into a ritual. That's 10% off at ritual.com/theread. Let them know we sent you, and let's wrap up the show.
We are now going to finish things off here on our show with The Read.
We are.
And I will begin by saying, I know we always say we don't have anything, and then we have a bunch. But I really don't have much this week.
Okay, great. We also say that all the time. So beautiful.
What I will say is that I read earlier today that the John Wick franchise and its many branches
Wow.
have led to a spin-off series, which is headed to the Starz network. And this series is titled The Continental, which is supposed to be centered around the hotel where all of the assassins and shit be coming in the John Wick films.
All of a sudden, I see that name everywhere now. I just want you to know. Never saw the name John Wick before, and now it's every fucking where.
Yeah. Really surprising you'd never heard of it. Though.
I mean,
I think they're on like movie 4 or 5 now. So.
Sure they are.
Halle Berry was in one of them.
Oh, that's fun.
So this Continental film or series is coming to Starz, and I read today that Mel Gibson was cast in a starring role.
Oh,
for this show.
Christ! Are you kidding? The worst white man.
Mel Gibson, known for being one of the drunkest, worst, most homophobic, anti-Semitic, misogynistic. What am I missing? Racist.
I mean, honestly, just the things he said to his daughter, like a horrible father. Who talks like that to their child?
Mel Gibson.
He said to his own child.
All around terrible person.
Yeah, correct.
So why someone over at wherever the fuck incorporated.com decided, hey, let's get this awful bitch to be in a starring role for this spinoff. I don't understand. I really don't. Y'all are planning on what? You're going to send this man out on press? You're going to have him do interviews for your show? Like, what's the plan here? And why do you not give a fiduck about any of the people or the communities that he has pissed all over, dragged shit on for decades? Literally, like, forever. That you're like, you know what? He's got to be the girl. It has to be Mel Gibson. It just has to be. Because there isn't any other. I don't even know how old that man is. No one else had 60 time.
At this point.
Got to be past.
Right?
There's no way that man is.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's 65.
Thank you. So that's really what I wanted to say. Boo, hiss, and y'all are absolutely fucking ridiculous for this casting, in my opinion. Great, cute, nobody gives a shit. Awesome. And I also want to couple that with suck my dick.
Yeah.
With the cancel culture shit. Niggas, I just spoke to y'all about this. We just talked.
We did.
This man offended white people. Like, white people. Can't stand him. And here he is. Booked, busy, still rich. Working. 65 years old.
Correct.
So, can we stop? Like, let's stop.
Any minute now.
Like, I know that white people use a lot of these ridiculous tactics to waste time and, hide their hands and do all this other type of messy shit. But, like, let us not, That's it. I'm finished.
Okay. Well, again, I did not know anything about John Wick. And then I saw a headline earlier that said Mel Gibson and John Wick. And I was like, I'm not going to click that, but not John Wick coming up out of nowhere and all of the time for me now. Fuck y'all for that.
Like, if he's not getting capped in the pilot, like the first half of the pilot, I'm confused.
Right.
I don't understand. But white man, straight white man. I'm gonna just start saying that.
Horrible person. Yeah.
Like I'm witnessing a crime on the street. Straight man, straight white man.
Right there.
Straight white man.
Right there in front of
white man, straight white man. Like anytime I see white privilege in effect or like any of that kind of shit, I'm just gonna start doing that. Oh, that's probably a quick guy.
I mean, but you'll die a real nigga. Sure. And isn't that what matters?
It's all that matters. I'm finished.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have two very quick things this week. First of all, a lot of people are mourning the death of Colin Powell, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah. Colin Powell was the first Black U.S. Secretary of State, a Republican, even though that doesn't really have much to do with my actual read this week. But I say that because Colin Powell was part of the first administration that I was able to vote for. Of course, I did not vote for them niggas, but they were in office anyway.
Yeah.
And Colin Powell has a very storied career, and there are some things that he even admitted in his later years that were missteps, things along that nature. I'm actually not here to talk about whether he's a war criminal and the things he did on behalf of the United States government and to the Iraqi people. I'm actually here to talk about you niggas and how y'all have taken Colin Powell dying to mean that vaccines don't work.
Wait.
Now, y'all have decided that vaccines don't work because Colin Powell was fully vaccinated and died anyway. Me, a person who believes in science, would simply like to offer in return that Colin Powell was 84 years old. Colin Powell had a highly compromised immune system as someone who was a survivor of multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer.
Yeah.
and who certainly had any number of other ailments. Just saying that it is incredibly possible, and we have always said this from the very beginning, it is always possible to still contract a disease or die of a virus, even though you are vaccinated against it. Just like you can get vaccinated against the flu shot and still get the flu. Which is why niggas don't get the flu shot, because they be like, I get the flu anyway. And I think a lot of us have conveniently forgotten just how bad the flu can get.
Yeah.
It can get really like the flu can really beat your fucking ass, and it does not have to be that bad. But also for people who already have immune issues, the flu can be deadly. Yeah. So yeah, just because y'all feel like Colin Powell dying means that that's proof that the vaccine doesn't work doesn't mean that that's actually the case. If anything, the fact that Colin Powell lived this long is probably proof that the vaccine does work. But once again, the numbers, the pure actual data of it will tell you that people who are unvaccinated are 11 more times likely to die of COVID than people who are vaccinated. I'm just saying. Of course, the gap is smaller when you factor in senior citizens. It's more like you're 5 times more likely to die if you're unvaccinated, because again, seniors, the immune system is like, girl, I'm here for a short time and a good time, not for much longer. So don't ask me to do no heavy fucking lifting. But still, even for seniors, you are better off being vaccinated than not. So the fact that you niggas have spent all day long arguing with various rap personalities on social media about whether the vaccine is effective, because an 84-year-old man who had blood cancer died after being fully vaccinated. No, it's just more like the things niggas will do to reach. We are not talking about some 25-year-old with no health issues who was double vaxxed and died out of nowhere. And that would still be valid, because there will always be, the reason it's not 100% effective is because there will always be that one. That would still be valid. But this is not even that. This is a very old man who was already sick. So how are y'all taking that? I mean, and not only are you taking this to mean everything about the vaccine and the virus, but you are conveniently ignoring all of the data from when the vaccine was first made available in order to make these claims. I just want y'all to think once, twice, and perhaps thrice before you start getting on the internet and making statements, because you niggas frequently don't make sense. This didn't make no sense. R.I.P. if you feel sad about Colin Powell passing away, but please don't say no dumb shit like this is why I'm not getting the jab. Nigga, you're not getting the jab because you don't know nothing about science or health or how things work. And you are choosing to believe Facebook or TikTok or Reddit or QAnon over data. And that is your choice, but that is what it is. Colin Powell ain't got shit to do with you. Please stop. And the last part of my read this week goes out to LA County. If you remember, Vanessa Bryant and other relatives of the people who were killed in that helicopter crash sued LA County because the sheriff's deputies and the firefighters took pictures of the dead bodies and showed them to other people and all that. I'm not sure if you remember when the story came out about that, but they filed lawsuits last fall asking for damages for emotional distress and violation of their rights and their privacy. One of the deputies had showed some of the pictures in a bar. They were all smart enough, I guess, not to actually send these pictures to other people, but they showed them to niggas and described them to other people, all of this. So Vanessa found out their names. She named them in the fucking lawsuit. And so now LA County is saying, oh, you're saying that you suffered emotional distress because of our fucking employees. Now you need to prove that you're actually suffering emotional distress. Now, nobody likes lawyers, okay? People don't like lawyers, and I get it, because lawyers deal with technicalities. Lawyers deal with the law. They don't deal with the spirit of the law. Or, I mean, they do, but they don't. It's very much like if it's spelled out this way, then this is what it's going to go for. You can't say that, we caused you emotional distress by these pictures being taken. If the pictures never made it to the internet and you can't say that, these were ever disseminated. So, oh, well, we didn't cause you no emotional distress. First of all, it's Vanessa fucking Bryant. Her husband dying and her child, the fact that we're not even talking about Gigi, but the fact that her husband and child both died in this absolutely horrific way, that's all the emotional distress a person could ever need, ever, period. But to have to deal with thirsty ass, raggedy ass, worrisome ass niggas taking pictures of your dead husband and daughter's bodies so that they can brag about it in the bar or show somebody else, be like, oh no, you can't see it. I'm not going to airdrop it to you, but here go the picture of Kobe Bryant's dead body. Like, I don't know how you get so heartless that you decide that a woman who has been through all that should have to prove emotional distress. Are you fucking joking me?
That doesn't make sense.
Her husband and her baby died.
What do you...
Like I honestly feel like in another life, I would have been an excellent attorney. I love words. I love saying, technically you didn't do this. Or I love being very precise. Yeah. I feel like in another lifetime, I could have been an absolutely great lawyer. But what I'm not going, you definitely would have. Like we both see through bullshit and we get to the heart of things, to the root of what really matters. And the root of what really matters here is that Vanessa Bryant lost her husband and her child. That is what really matters at the foundation of this case. And it's not just her, of course, but she is the famous name attached to it. She lost her husband and her baby. I could never, in good conscience, ask that woman to prove her emotional distress to me over niggas who I know did something they didn't have no fucking business doing. That's a place where lawyers have to turn off their conscience and be like, this is the law. If she says that we caused her emotional distress, then she has the burden of proof is on her and she has to prove that we caused her emotional distress. You bitch, you know you did. You know you did. Everybody in the country was obsessed with this when it happened. Don't act like it's that bullshit where you have to pretend like you don't know what is real or right in order to do right by your client or whatever. That's the shit I can't handle. Because I would never be able to look that woman in the eye and be like, prove to me that you were hurt by somebody taking pictures of your decapitated husband and baby. Like, what?
I was saying to myself earlier today, I was reading a story about how Cory Booker, the sole adult in that case, Pop Smoke's murder, how...
Oh, okay.
He claims that he told the shooter, like, not to shoot, not to ever fire a gun. And if anything, got aggressive to, like, use a vase instead or, like, throw something at him or, some other shit. And I was just like, when I read that, I was like, I honestly think that there should be some sort of something in the law that permits, like, Black moms that lose their kids to, at the very least, spit on certain people, whether it is like the suspect, the convict, or even just other people, like attorney. I feel like they should buy the verdict of a room of their peers.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't fucking know. They should be able to come up with some data where it's like, you know what? Yes, you can spit on them.
Yeah.
I think so. Because Vanessa Bryant should definitely be able to spit on somebody, at least in this case.
Her and Natalia. And let the babies do it too. Shit. Babies love spitting.
Yes.
Let the two little ones do it as well. Like, this is disgusting. Y'all know it. I don't even have to sit here and break it down for you because you know this is awful. In your heart, you know this is terrible. To be putting this woman and her family through that bullshit. And all the other victims, knowing, though, that it was Kobe and Gianna's bodies that was going to be the ones that was worth something financially or for bragging rights, whatever kind of sicko fucking bragging rights those are. Like, you know that this is specific to her and her family. So to be like, oh, well, you need to prove that you were in emotional distress behind this is beyond sick. y'all are really fucked up. Like, this is a terrible world we live in. Every day I understand more and more because this is just so bad. It's not even just like, we all know this. I don't have to explain it. We all get this, but you have to really lay it out like that and then go prove it in America so that somebody can say, oh yeah, they were wrong for that. We all know that that's wrong. It should not even be up for debate, but of course it is, because this country is the absolute worst. So fuck every single person involved with trying to get Vanessa Bryant or the rest of the families of the victims to have to prove something that you know good and damn well they went through. Please cut the shit. That's all I'm asking out of this terrible ass place. Cut the shit. Stop pissing in our faces and telling us it's rain.
Very ghetto.
And that's it.
Do not recommend.
Truly don't recommend it. But, you know, if you're here, make the best of it. But honestly, garbage most of the time. So my thoughts and prayers go out to them people in all honesty. And I just wish the absolute worst for the rich white people who are doing this because they don't want to have to come up off of no money. This is just because they don't want to have to admit that their officers did something wrong. And y'all know y'all will never recoup the cost from them niggas. No way. Like, that's all this is. But you know they were wrong.
Prove that that's just so
Prove that you're devastated by your husband and daughter dying and random strangers taking a picture of it. Never mind that you found out they died on social media because TMZ leaked the story before authorities could tell you. Never mind that you found out about your daughter dying on Instagram. Girl. Woo! No, go to hell.
Like spit.
Go to spit a big nasty loogie, child. Cough it up.
Face.
Clear all them lungs out.
Not allowed to close their eyes.
No.
And they're not no
mask.
They should have to have their mouth open.
Woo! God, I'm disgusted. The way this place treats people, it's just so ugly and unsustainable. And I just don't know how much more of this world, America in particular, I just don't know how much longer things can go on like this because it's so ugly over here. But since y'all insist on being donkey assholes, I'm gonna treat you like donkey assholes because this is some donkey asshole shit to do. Leave Vanessa Bryant and the rest of them people alone. Pay them they fucking money and let them grieve. Period.
Well, that's it for the read this week.
Oh, yes, that's it for this week's episode of the show. Check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Don't forget to check us out at thisistheread.com, and don't forget to check out our merch at shoptheread.com. We've just expanded all of our classic styles up to a US men's 5X. So head on over to shoptheread.com. Thank you so much to the models involved with shooting the new campaign. Very much appreciate you guys. And we look forward to expanding even more sizes in all of the merch very soon. Before we leave, I just want to say shout out to my nigga Gabby Fresh. Her first launch, like her first design with another fashion brand is coming out, I think, later this week with Fashion to Figure. So shout out to Gabby, who I have followed since the very, very beginning of her career, back when she was still in college and just posting outfits and being adorable. I'm so, so proud of you, sis. So yeah, I think that's all for me this week. Anything for you, friend, before we leave?
Nope, nothing for me. Sometimes good things happen though, like
happy birthday to Link. Happy birthday to my niece. Ew. Did you take it to the strip club?
She's 5 now, so that's cute.
Oh, a big girl.
Sora's in Smash Brothers. Gonna go enjoy that. Well, no, I'm not, because I have to get up in 6 hours. And then what else is fun? Oh, Beyonce posted a whole bunch of stuff back to back, which made
this
me
bitch
nervous.
posted 3 outfits, and all of a sudden she was trending. I said, for 3 outfits.
I mean, with 3 outfits is 9 pictures.
I mean, but I'm saying, like,
9 posts.
Beyonce, but like for real, Beyonce, right? But she had left the last one off. I think she only actually posted 7 times because she had only posted 2 times the time before this. And the fact that I know this, but It was 7 to 9 times that she posted. But like the fact that Instagram posts are enough to get Beyonce trending is truly amazing to you, girl. Also, shout out to Lil Nas X for getting #1 on the Billboard charts with Industry Baby. I love that song. And everybody, lock your panties down because Adele's coming very, very soon.
Oh yeah, Adele is coming. There's already a Nolia.
Have my people already done a remix of that song?
Yeah, there's already a fucking New Orleans bounce remix.
Oh God, of course there is. I love Us for real. But yeah, Beyonce did literally trended off of some Instagram pictures. Like, I love her.
Oh, and also apparently Ryan Reynolds is taking a break from acting. So there's good things happening in the world.
I feel like I should wrap this up before I make it plain that I'm not entirely sure who Ryan Reynolds is.
That's
but
fine.
if you're happy, then I'm happy for us. Amen. Oh, all right, people of color. We will see y'all next week.